It's evening now. Yes, it's evening. Um, yes. So I've written all my tests, and if you watch the previous video, I know you see that I had a lot more energy. That's partly because even though my tests went well, they didn't necessarily go as well as I would have physically wanted. I will explain why I said physically wanted. Um, yeah. Let's just say that I had this thing going on where I want to use every area of my life as a mode of preaching. Like every area of my life should be top notch, 100%, so that I can like boast about God to everyone I can. Like, how do you look this good? Jesus. How do you have such perfect scores? Jesus. And through all the tests I've been having, although they've been good, I thank God for them. Through all the tests that I've been having, um, yeah, I wanted that. Not just for the exam. The exam is next week, but for the tests, I really wanted, you know, to have those perfect scores, so that I can pretty much brag about God to people. But that hasn't necessarily been going exactly as planned. I mean, sure, they've been good, but not. Well, this is just me judging from what I've seen, not necessarily from what God has done, because I know that God is doing some crazy things behind the background. Um, so yeah, and today was like the height of it because this test I really prepared a lot for. We had three tests today, and for the last two, I really did a whole lot of preparation and reading and everything, studying with my people, studying by myself, praying, and I did everything. Yeah, everything. And yeah, when the tests, like when we wrote the tests, I just felt dumb. Like I didn't know anything. I just felt absolutely dumb. And that is coming from, this is not pride, but I know I'm a very smart person, but I just felt dumb. And well, let's just say that after the test, it kind of drove me to want to just pour myself into my books. I didn't want to hear anything from God, from any person. I just tuned my ears off to anything spiritual. I was just going to pour myself to my books and my books alone, and let that be that. But that didn't work out. That did not work out. Um, Even though I was able to read, I just knew that I was deceiving myself because I mean I always include God in everything I do, and then one time I'm trying to not include God. I'm just like, this is not possible. So after like about an hour, I just went out to pray. I have this thing where I can turn off my emotions. I can, let's just say I have great, yeah, really great emotional control, so I can control my emotions to a very high degree. So I just switched them off completely. I was just like, okay, no, nothing. So I wasn't even feeling anything until when I was talking with God, I switched them back on. Then I realized how sad and broken I felt, and I just cried outside. It was a lot, and I was praying. So God and I were talking, and then He made me understand that me honoring Him with my grades wasn't necessarily all I thought that it was. Um, how can I put this? It's more like what He saw as honor was not what I saw as honor. What I was looking at was the perfect scores. That was me honoring Him in my grades, me getting a first class, getting an A, was me honoring Him with my grades, because then I got to brag about Jesus with my grades. But He made me realize that it wasn't necessarily that, it was everything I basically did before that I was using to honor Him. Like how every time I want to study for any test, I always pray, and in my book I write that, like literally every single time I'm about to start reading, I write that I'm reading this course or this subject, but it's a course. I'm reading this course with God and with music, or sometimes if I'm only listening to one particular song, I'll be like maybe with God and Maverick City and something like that. So, but I didn't write anything. I just wrote the course and started reading. So it made me understand that whenever I am like writing my tests or my exams or anything like that, I'm writing in spirit and in truth, because I pray before I start writing whatever I'm writing. I pray while I'm writing, especially if I hit a roadblock or something. He said that is me writing in spirit, that I prepare in spirit, because every single time I'm reading with him. I'm asking him questions, I'm going through stuff, I'm asking him to direct me to the right places to read. So I'm always preparing with him and whatnot. So he said that I'm always writing in spirit, and he said I'm always writing in truth. The fact that to the glory of God, I never actually cheat. I don't ask for any answers. I don't give out any answers. I don't peep in someone else's script. I just pray. I do. I go. And he told me that that is the actual honor, the fact that I write in spirit and truth and I prepare in spirit and truth. That for him, that is the honor. That's what he used to brag. That is not necessarily the scripts. That sure, I can use the scores and everything to brag, but when he's bragging about the fact that I wrote the exam in spirit and in truth, and I prepared with him, not necessarily what I got afterwards. He was more focused on the process, like everything I did. Yeah, he was more focused on that, not just the end result. All my focus was on the the end result of everything, but not necessarily how I got about it. And he told me that he's actually very proud of me, and in all the tests I have written, I have done well. I shouldn't worry about it. And here I was thinking that I wasn't doing well because of stuff. So well, what I can say is thank you, Jesus. And he made me on that, just made me remember that the way he sees things and the way I see things are completely different. So I shouldn't worry myself too much. That I'm doing well and I'm doing fine. And I should stop comparing myself with other people when the way I judge if I'm trying to judge out of his will, is not the way he judges. Like the way people judge, is not the way he judges. So I should not try and judge like them, I should try and judge like him. Which really helps me and puts me back on track. So I'll soon go and eat, then read. But all in all, I give thanks to God. So the take home from this is you may be doing really well, you just won't know it because you're judging from someone else's standard. Whenever you're looking at anything, look from God's standard, not anyone else's standard, just God's standard. Judge from His standard and His standard alone. And yeah, appreciate yourself. You are doing better than you think. Appreciate yourself. Let God help you, let God guide you, give you strength, give you wisdom. But sometimes things not turning out the way you want them to is for your good. So even despite that, thank Him. In all things we give thanks. So I thank God for all my tests. The ones I wrote today and the ones I wrote before today, the exam I wrote today, I also wrote an exam today, and the ones I'll write in the future. I thank God for all of them. So please don't put yourself down. I'm very sure you're doing better than you think. Just trust God and let God help you. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Go beyond plus ultra. We had to um, delay anime production because of my exams. Because even though I am the manager of the company, I'm still a student. So that kind of had to reduce our production speed. Sorry, but after exams end basically at the end of June. So by then we should continue production and all the updates will be flowing in again. But just know that yes, we are still working on the anime. Just delay production because of examinations and a few other things. But by the end of June, we will resume production. I will be sending updates, videos, drill sessions, animation tests, um, everything really. Yes, so just pardon us for that. And yeah, do take care of yourself. Thank you all for your patience and for supporting us and everything. And God bless you. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Um, I don't know. I just feel led to mention that we have a Patreon for the project, anime project, in case you want to support. I will link that down below. So yeah, God bless you.